Oh, and we are rolling. All right. Well, this is a little bit, it wasn't supposed to start rolling, but here we are. All right. Well, we're going to give it another few minutes, folks. Sorry for the early start. This thing has a mind of its own, so we're just going to kind of let this go. Relax. Enjoy yourself. We are going to be going live in about 2 minutes, so we will get this thing rolling. Let's, by the way, the beverage of the evening is the new Deschutes Wowza. It's a light, hazy pale ale, 100 calories, 4 carbs, because gotta watch my boyish figure. Yeah, that's right. Not bad, not bad. So it is Saturday night. Cheers to everybody who has tuned in early. I'm still working out this live stream thing. It's just me in my little studio, so every once in a while I just end up going live much earlier than I expected. Sometimes you can't hear me. It's like Wayne's World, only with weather. Wayne's World was a movie for all you young people back in my day where people said, excellent, and stuff like that. So, all right, we are coming up on the start time here. Again, grab your dessert, your beverage. Join me here in about a minute and a half. We will get rolling. Good news is there's lots of good news. So tune in. We are about to get rolling. By the way, if there is a chat window here, if you are seeing this now, I believe it does work on Facebook and YouTube. I am on Facebook and YouTube, and if you chime in here, I can kind of see it, but basically just hoping you guys will all start a chat for how the weather is going in your area, what you're planning on doing. I was just on Pacific Northwest Mountaineers, and I saw some people were planning on heading off to St. Helens. We've got a forecast for that coming up. So we are just a few minutes from getting going. This will be a pretty fast one tonight, so just batten down the hatches and we'll get this thing rocking really fast. And yeah, the good news is that we've got some bluebird days on tap. We did see the storm system sort of fizzle out a little bit. We were hoping for a really big powder day on Sunday, but probably not going to flush out quite the way we expected. We will see some good sunshine though. So get ready, grab your beverage. We will be starting here in just seconds. Cheers to you all who are here early and dealing with my ineptitude. Ooh, that was a multiple syllable word. All right. All right. And there we go. All right, we have officially hit 9. For those of you who have been tuning in, I started the live stream a couple of minutes early. I'm an idiot on a regular basis. This thing I'm still working out. It's just me in my little studio here. So we got rolling a little bit early, but cheers to everybody. It is Saturday night. Hopefully you've got plans to go out tomorrow because we have got some great weather on tap. The on tap for tonight is the Wowza Hazy Pale from Deschutes Brewing. And I hope you guys are having a great evening thus far. Let's get into things. I am meteorologist Scott Ellis for Outdoor Weather Geeks. No news. News is depressing. We want weather, and the weather is good news for now. Now, this is going to be a forecast for Washington and Oregon. This one's going to go fast tonight because it's pretty much across the board good news. We're going to be going live Thursday through Sunday at 9 p.m. Pacific every night, those nights. And we would like you to join us, give us all your information, all that fun stuff. But some of you are asking, who the hell am I? I am a meteorologist. I earned my AMS seal back in 2008, was a weather forecaster for KTUU, Anchorage, Alaska for 5 years. And then Northwest Cable News in Seattle. I am now in Bend, Oregon, where I am basically doing some meteorology and some video production. If you need a video producer, give me a call. But I'm also an outdoorsman and I love backcountry, cross-country skiing. So the weather picture for today is from me of my dorky mug. If you have a weather picture, outdoorweathergeeks@gmail.com. It was a storm day around Mount Bachelor. This is from Swampy Lakes right near Mount Bachelor, and it was a storm day. Many people really don't like storm days. We learned in Alaska that it's not so much, there is no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing choices. So storm days really aren't that bad. In fact, that leads me to the top 3 things that are worse than storm days. Let's break it down. At number 3, working in a cubicle. Pretty self-evident. At number 2, working in an office. Storm days, better than working in an office. And at number 1, hands down, the thing that is much worse than a storm day, dating over 40. Up high. All right. All right, let's move forward. Speaking of which, there is this chat window here, and I can barely read it, but I encourage you to say hello, but I also encourage you to share your weather stories in here with the chat. Tell us what you're doing tomorrow. Give us your reports about what the weather has been, where you are, all that fun stuff. So get involved in the chat, start chiming in now, and let's rock this forecast. If you do like what you see, remember, I am on Facebook and YouTube. This is only going through the end of March at this point, because this is just more of like a hobby thing for me. It's taking my own time, my own money. But if you know any sponsors, have them go to outdoorweathergeeks@gmail.com. I'll happily take money to continue doing this into the summer. Now, some of the resources I have are listed here that I'm using for the forecast. A lot of them are in the YouTube description. If you're watching me on YouTube, go down below and you will see those links, because I encourage you, please, as a disclaimer, the thing you gotta do, and you know this, you should know this if you're an outdoors person, don't be an idiot, do your own due diligence. Always check your weather the morning that you're about to go out. Make sure that things haven't changed overnight, because as you well know, in the mountains, in the Cascades, in the Olympics, all that stuff, things change awfully fast. So let's break down a short-term analysis, then we'll get into the alerts and warnings. Thankfully, not much to talk about there. We're gonna hit 10 cities and 8 ski areas in 2 states, and then what the forecast word for the day, and then we're done. This is gonna go awfully fast. So for the short-term analysis, what we have right now is that storm system moving out and high pressure starting to build up. So high pressure is really going to start to take control, and some areas are going to see some warming, but at very least we're going to see some sunshine associated with this. Some areas, like I said, are going to be a little bit on the cooler side, but most of the weather is staying off to the west and towards the east. In fact, when we zoom in, as you can see, most of it going into the Blue Mountains of Washington, into Idaho and Montana. And that's where most of our watches and warnings are right now. In fact, like I said, it's a pretty light forecast for the watches and warnings. Mostly flood warnings around much of the lower lying areas of Washington, northeast portions of Oregon, and a winter storm warning in the Blue Mountains. That should be coming offline around 10 p.m. tonight. And then, of course, gale warnings off the coast, primarily of Washington. Good news is we are running out of red now in our avalanche forecast, primarily just some moderate avalanche potential. Now check out avalanche.org if you do have plans to go out tomorrow. It does look like a good day, but as you well know, conditions will change. All right, we're going to do this real fast because the weather is looking great for Washington. Most of the state looking at some sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures primarily in the 40s range. Lots of sunny skies. A few light breezes around the coast, but a gorgeous day out on the coast. By the time we get to Tuesday, we are going to start to see some clouds starting to push in. But again, a nice couple of about 72 hours of great weather with another change on the other side of that. Oregon looking pretty nice. You might want to watch out for some fog. This is going to be true for many areas around Washington, Oregon. There could be some morning fog because it's going to get chilly at night because we don't have that protective cloud to keep us warm. But temperatures into the mid-40s for the most part. The coast is going to be getting into the low 50s. Portland also going to be into the low 50s. Just a great set of weather for us. So let's go skiing. Let's hit the top 8 in the Washington and Oregon area. Snowboarders, of course, love Mount Bachelor or Mount Baker. It's going to be a great day there tomorrow with calm winds and temperatures right around freezing. So a gorgeous day if you're heading up to Mount Baker. Same thing with Stevens Pass. There's really not much to complain about. Your wind chills might get a little bit chilly here and there, but again, light winds, temperatures around 30 degrees. Gorgeous. Snoqualmie Pass. Glad we transitioned out of the rain to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures into the mid-30s, and just a gorgeous day for all you alpentolics. I'm a recovering alpentolic. That is where I used to ski. Now it's Mount Bachelor. Love it in Central Oregon. Crystal Mountain, a little bit of a drive as you all know, but it's probably going to be worth it tomorrow. We are going to see some wind chills into the mid to teens to low 20s, but a gorgeous day for Crystal Mountain. Get an early start, get a whole day out of it because you see these bluebird conditions at Crystal's pretty sweet. Mount Hood also looking awesome, mid-30s. A little bit breezy at times and some fresh corduroy for you. Unfortunately, the powder we were hoping we might get overnight might be about half an inch or so, but not a lot of powder expected for the morning, so expect the groomers in the morning. Mount Bachelor, the only thing we got to watch out for, and this is not a big shocker for Mount Bachelor, is some breezes coming around, some wind chills that could get around 0. I will see you there tomorrow. I will be at the Nordic Center doing some groomers tomorrow and then going off into the backcountry. well bundled up. Hoodoo also going to be looking mostly sunny skies with temperatures in the mid-30s. A little bit breezy, but great conditions for Hoodoo. So glad to see them kicking some butt and keeping some snow there. And sunny skies, low 30s to mid-30s for Willamette Pass. It is going to get a bit breezy around Willamette Pass tomorrow, so just bundle up and be prepared. But all in all of our ski conditions are looking gorgeous tomorrow. I'd love to see your pictures. Send them in to me. If you are going to be doing any climbing or skinning up any of our major volcanoes, well, the good news is all these warnings and watches have since gone bye-bye, but we are looking at some gusty winds around Mount Rainier. Some gusty winds around Mount Adams, but all in all, boy, look at Mount St. Helens. Low 30s, getting a little bit above freezing and very calm winds. So a good day. Again, check ahead in the morning. These mountains, as you well know, can be dangerous and things can change. So let's wrap everything up with what the forecast word yesterday. It was mesoscale. Today we're talking about synoptic scale, and mesoscale is basically 6 to 600 miles in scope, and the synoptic scale is 600 miles or more. Generally, I would say mesoscale is about 1 to 3 days worth of weather, and the synoptic scale is about a week, or about the width of the United States, but those are for the larger scale systems. So, you're welcome. You're just so much smarter than you were 5 seconds ago. All right, if you liked what you saw, I'm going to keep doing this again for the next about 2 months until the end of March. I'm on Facebook and YouTube, Outdoor Weather Geeks, and you can email me at outdoorweathergeeks@gmail.com. I am meteorologist Scott Elmas. I want to say thanks for joining me. Be sure and chime in with your forecasts and all your weather pictures at gmail.com, and have yourselves a great night.